Well, Space Coast Daily is at the port, just west of Jetty Park. You can see behind Robyn Hattaway is the Naval Ordnance Testing Unit, NO2 as they call it. It's the military side of the port. And Robyn Hattaway is out here today, and we'd like to learn more about the candidates running for office. Robyn, tell us about your background a little bit and why you've decided to enter the port race.
Well, thanks for having me, Giles. It's great to be out here today. We've got a beautiful day. I'm in the race to serve and to preserve our community. I'm a mom and a lawyer, and I hope one day my kids want to come back here. We love spending time at the port and on the Indian River Lagoon. I have been involved in serving our community through nonprofits in past years. My boys are getting older and a little more independent, so I've got some more time and would like to give back even more and protect this community into the future.
Robyn, share with us some of your details of your educational and your professional background.
I have a bachelor's degree in government and sociology from the University of Texas at Austin. I took a year off after getting my bachelor's and worked in a human resources consulting firm in Austin. And then I went to law school at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, and began practicing there in Atlanta at a boutique litigation firm. I have done primarily business litigation and in more recent years business consulting for a variety of sizes of companies, small business up to large publicly held corporations.
Robyn, that's a very impressive educational and professional background. How will that experience help you serve as an excellent port commissioner?
From an educational perspective, I have formal education in business law, accounting, and the like. My focus has always been on the civil side. From practical experience as an attorney, I have represented clients both in litigation and in avoiding litigation, and I'm experienced at digging down into complex budgets and finding waste and avoiding any sort of fraud or misuse of funds, all of which I think could be very applicable in serving the port and their complex budget.
Tell us about your family, your personal pursuits, and your personal goals.
My immediate family is my husband, Aaron Hattaway. He's a physician, a radiologist, mostly at Cape Canaveral Hospital. And then I have two teenage boys. Wilson just turned 15 and Davis is 13. We also have, my in-laws are in Cocoa Beach, and we have aunts and uncles and cousins from Titusville down to Indian Harbor Beach. So we have a lot of rich family here in Brevard, and it's been a real blessing to me. As far as my pursuits and goals, I have worked hard to support local nonprofits, volunteering for elementary schools, 501c3s, a lot of education-based projects to make sure we have the best for our community. And I hope to take that one step further and serve the county on the Port Commission and be a part of giving back and preserving Brevard County and Port Canaveral for my children and their cousins.
Robyn, you're a young professional, successful professional, wonderful family. What motivates you to take on something like this?
I'm inspired by people I meet out here at the port. I've met young people who have their first full-time job with benefits from a lot of the different port tenant holders. As many of you know, the port is a major economic driver for all of Central Florida. It has $100 million in revenue as of this year, I believe, and it really is a place of opportunity, and it is the future of Brevard is coming right here out of Port Canaveral. It is an intersection of tourism and space travel, and I'm excited to be part of that future and offer new leadership and new ideas and new solutions as we face the challenges of the next century.
Robyn, what things are you most proud of, and how would it personally make you feel if the voters choose you as the Republican candidate in the primary on August 28th?
Well, it would be my honor to be chosen. I'm most proud of this county and of this port. I love having friends and family come in town to visit. I love showing off this area, and it would be my honor to be a port commissioner and get to do the same. I think we have one of the most amazing counties in the world when we can watch a rocket launch, we can take a cruise, you can go out on the Indian River and see the bioluminescence. This community is one in a million, and I would be honored to serve it, and I love showing it off.
Well, with a $100 million budget The port is an incredible economic engine for Brevard. If you're selected by the voters August 28th, what are the most important issues facing the Commission?
The top issues that we really need to focus on right now are maintaining responsible economic growth, safety for our tourists and our citizens, and being a partner in finding solutions for the Indian River Lagoon.
Let's talk about that, the economic side of things and managing this incredible budget that we have. What sort of principles do you have and would you bring to the Commission?
I believe we need responsible and conservative economic decision making. I think we need to make sure we're maintaining a diversity in our revenue stream and we don't have all our eggs in one basket with just cruise tourism. I think we need to maintain great partnerships with all our tenants, including cargo and space exploration and commercial fishing. And I think we need to maintain the port as a place with great job opportunities at every level for every citizen.
We're so blessed here with this beautiful open port, from Jetty Park as a recreational site to the great restaurants down here. I know security is a big concern for you. Tell us about how you hope to improve security at the port.
I want to partner with Sheriff Ivey. I think he's doing a great job out here since he started contracting with the port. I would like to make sure that the waterways have all the patrol efforts that they need, and I want to make sure that we're partnering with federal law enforcement. You know, we have border control and we have immigration. We've got tourists coming from all over the world, and we need to make sure we're being responsible. We also need to be watching our cargo and make sure that there's nothing coming in that's going to harm the citizens or tourists at the port or in Brevard County. I'm endorsed by Sheriff Ivey and want to make this the safest port and not just the busiest port.
Everyone's concerned about the lagoon and how the port can possibly help with the environment. Share with us your vision for that.
First of all, I have been attending the Citizens Oversight Committee meetings that is managing that Indian River Lagoon tax, and I want to continue doing that, and I want to encourage other port staff and commissioners to do that so that we can work together as a partner with the county. Number two, I want to make sure that the port continues to fund the great studies and environmental studies that it's currently doing. They're doing a wonderful job in trying to find solutions and using some of their dollars to put skin in the game, and I think that's important. And lastly, I'm not going to engage in any projects that are going to add more risk. Giles, as we stand out here, we've got cruise ships coming in from all over the world. We've got cargo ships coming in from all over the world. We've got 40% of Central Florida's fuel supply. There are tankers leaving here with jet fuel and automotive fuel for all of Central Florida, and I think opening that up to the lagoon is a huge risk. I don't know if you saw, but we had an oil spill out here a couple weeks ago. The port did a great job cleaning it up. It was a small spill, but I'm not going to undertake any projects that are going to open the lagoon to those risks. I think there are some great research and some great reports coming out right now on possibly getting some ocean water into the lagoon to flush it out, and I understand people are excited about those ideas. But the lagoon is 150 miles long, and I don't think we need to put those projects in at the area of highest risk. I think there are a lot of other places along the lagoon where we can implement those solutions, and I want to be a part of choosing the best location, not the riskiest.
Well, this is one of the beautiful new additions at the port. It's a fantastic new boat ramp just west of Jetty Park. You can see the ice truck just moving away from the new store there, the camp store, bait store, everything you need when you come to Jetty Park. It's such an amazing asset. So Robyn, maybe thinking forward, should you be chosen as a commissioner, what are some of the things you might like to see added to the port or changed at Port Canaveral?
I think I'd like to see the public perception changed a little bit. I think people don't realize how much the port is giving back now. For a lot of years, the port taxed Brevard citizens, or at least North Brevard, and now we have these beautiful new ramps. We have improvements at Jetty Park, we have bike trails and exploration tower, and I think we need to get the word out. And I think we need to reach out into the community and support our business partners and be a little more in touch with the community and welcome them into the great things going on out here.
Should you be chosen by the voters on August 28th, Robyn, how will you gain a consensus and get things done on the commission?
Well, I think the Commission's on a great trajectory. It's under great leadership right now. I think Chairman Wayne Justice is really doing a fantastic job. I think my predecessor, Tom Weinberg, has done a great job. And I think they're really setting the course for a professional leadership board and some great policy decisions and responsible conservative decision making. And I'd like to be a part of that. I'm endorsed by both Commissioners Weinberg and Justice, and look forward to working together with Commissioner Justice. I think forming a consensus is all about leadership, and leadership is empowering the people around you and empowering staff and making sure we have all the best information to make the best decisions. And I believe leadership is sharing credit with your whole team, and when you're sharing credit with the team rises and achieves more. And that's always been my leadership style, and I hope to bring that to the Commission.
Robyn, as you jumped into this political race, it's a big challenge, and you have obviously been inspired by some political leaders in the past. Who are they and why?
I don't know if I could name a person in particular, but I'm inspired by some ideals, and I'm inspired by people who demonstrate candor and honesty and transparency, and that is what I promise to bring to the Commission.
Always having a vision for the future is important. I know the voters are very much interested in the longer range plan as well. How do you see the port 10 years from now?
Well, at most basic level, we've got a new cruise terminal just to our west that's under construction. It should be done, and we should have even more cruise passengers coming through. I'd like to see a great amount of job opportunities for everyone in our community at every level. And I'd like to see the port continue to give back with great boat ramps and public parks and bike trails so that all the citizens are welcome along with the tourists. And we are providing opportunities throughout Brevard and Central Florida.
Robyn, you're a dynamic young professional, lawyer, professional person. How will you accomplish your goals at Port Canaveral, and what's your campaign strategy?
Well, it's the same answer for both questions. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to work hard through my campaign and reach as many voters as I can. I'm door knocking and trying to talk to as many voters as I can that way, and reach everyone through your publication and social media, and hopefully some mail. And when I'm on the Commission, I'm also going to work hard. I'm going to make it my full-time pursuit and give it my full-time attention to make sure that we're managing and making great decisions for such a huge budget and for an area that has such tremendous impact.
Well, as we close, I want to thank you for joining us today at this beautiful site here at Port Canaveral. As we close then, Robyn, what message do you have for the voters of Brevard?
Well, please come out and vote in the primary on August 28th. Vote Hattaway. The port is our future, and the port needs new leadership, new ideas, and new solutions. And I'm Robyn Hattaway, and I'm the future of Port Canaveral.